Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 17. And this is the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. This is episode 8, and we are in week 8, and this is our bye week. As you take a look here and see, we still have negotiations with quite a few people here. We got to make some decisions. One of them, James Harrison, we're trying to still see if we're going to try to re-sign him or not. We're trying to keep everything, both sides happy. We're going to try to see about, I don't know, it's just kind of hard trying to decide if we're going to resign him, because if we resign him, then he could retire on us, and then, we're in trouble. So I think for right now, I think we may not resign him and just see how have him play the free agency card to see if there's teams out there who want him. I'm not saying we're going to force him to retirement or anything, but it's kind of one of those things like, okay, he's 38 years of age. He's in decent shape. He hasn't been injured this season. Numbers-wise, his numbers are not up there as much as we would like them to be. He hasn't done anything amazing or great saying, hey, we need to re-sign him. This is why we need him on the team. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things that, he's a great asset for the team defensively, but at the same time, we kind of want to have the defense. We want to kind of gut out the defense and get some younger guys in there, and try to make that defensive secondary a lot stronger. We're really focusing on the secondaries, the corners and safeties for the draft here coming up. But right now, we're taking a look at around the league here and at some of the different injuries here. With some key players for some teams here, I've seen a couple there that are kind of shocking. I'm like, okay, that's the reason why they're not playing so well right now. There you see right there, Kansas City Chiefs, man, Jerome Charles. They don't have him in real life or in this game right now, so that really sucks. We'll see as we just go around the league here. Some of the names that some of the teams we're going to be going against here coming up. In the next couple of weeks. But here pretty soon we'll take a look at weeks 5, 6, and 7 that we had prior to the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, really, if you think about it here, like in last episode, last episode was so just difficult when it came to the defense. We could not stop the Patriots at all. They just marched down the field, which is expected because they are the Patriots and they got Tom Brady and a lot of key players on that team to help them out to win. I mean, they've been winning championships left and right and winning games left and right in the last several seasons now, for almost a decade now. So we got to find what we need to. We really need to try to stop those teams like that, because that's something I just don't really care to see. Secondaries have been getting torched here, and I think we may make a major overhaul in that when it comes to some play packages here. We may start putting some backups in here just to kind of relieve some of the starters here that haven't been playing so well, especially in their safety positions like that. I mean, it's not what we want. And especially talking to Mike there this past week in our meetings, and our press meetings like that. That was something he just stressed repeatedly. We cannot let what happened last week happen to us again in week 9. We've been bending way too much. And a good analogy was, when you as a blacksmith, you create a tool and you forge it too often, that it's going to end up becoming that steel or whatever you're trying to forge will be start being weak, especially if you keep working one end of it. I knew from the very beginning we were going to be a team that we can, we try to bend but not break. But I think now we're getting to the point now where we're being brittle and about to break. Because we've had too many close calls here, especially in that last game there. Honestly, the other team should have won the game. They just made some errors there, and we were smart enough to take advantage of those and turn them into something positive for us. Take a look here at some of the guys that we have on the practice squad and some of the guys that we've been trying to re-sign here. One of them is Rozo Nix. Now, I said in the last episode, I think we re-signed him. We did not. So we'll try to see what we can do here. He wants about $5 million, but So we don't really re-sign him. We're still in negotiations with him. Chances are we probably won't re-sign him because I actually like this guy a lot better. David Johnson. Look at his numbers. His numbers are a lot better than Nick's. So if Nick's, of course he didn't re-sign with us. So if David Johnson signs with us, we're probably not going to do anything with Nick's. So we'll probably just let him go and let him, wish him his future endeavors and wish the best for him. Because honestly, and there you see, we've signed him. So David Johnson could be our fullback for this remainder of the season if we don't get Nick signed. Go ahead and put Johnson in there and get him used to be on the field there and get some snaps and stuff. There you see Thomas, one of our young safeties there. We're going to re-sign him. We got Crockrell. There you see a corner there. We're going to try to re-sign him. He wants about $12.2 million for 3 years. We're going to try to work with him on that. As you take a look here and see, we're trying to get a decent signing bonus here because that's what a lot of these guys want. They want a decent signing bonus, some decent guarantee money to them. And there you see, he'll go ahead and take it. So we'll have him there next season. Now, take a look at the remaining schedule here we have. Coming up in Week 9, we have a game against the Ravens there. Take a look here. First game, Week 1, there you see 31-20 against the Redskins there. That was a close game, but there you see in Week 8, there's some of the big matchups here that we, of course, won't be playing in Week 8, but these are some of the games that will be going on in Week 8. We got some pretty good matchups there. You got some classic rivals like the Vikings and Bears, Eagles and Cowboys. What else? We got Broncos, Chargers, a classic AFC West rivalry out there. Take a look at the standings right now, and this is what the standings look like if today the season ended. And of course, we are one of the best. We're one of the undefeated teams here in the National Football League. We'll go all the way down to the bottom, and we'll see who is the bottom scraper here this season. And looks like it's going to be the Browns. So the Broncos. Broncos 1-6 there. But we'll take a look here at the AFC North. There we are, 7-0. Ravens, of course, we'll be playing next week, 5-2. Bengals 4-3, and the other team 1-6. Texans lead that one, the AFC South, 5-2 for their record there. Patriots 5-2. They also lead in the AFC South. Dolphins are the bottom feeders there, 1-6. Bills in third place, and Jets in second with 3-4. AFC West, Raiders, Chargers tied first place right now, 4-3. Chiefs 3-3, and the Broncos 6-1, 1-6. And the North Lions, just right now in real life, they're in first place, and they're in first place in this year's game here. At least this first season, they're with a 5-2 record. Falcons 6-1 right now, playing really good down there in Atlanta, just like in real life. And the Saints are 3-3, and the Buccaneers right there 1-5 there in the NFC South. NFC South. So looking really good. NFC East, if I can say that correctly. Giants lead that 5-2. They lead it. Eagles in 2-4 there. Cowboys right down there with them, and Redskins 3-4, just one game below 500. Seahawks 4-2. Rams and 49ers both are 4-3, as the Cardinals are 3-4 there, and a pretty tight race there in that division. Of course, they are always butting heads with one another in that NFC West division. Take a look at the top players for the last 7 weeks here. We got Rodgers. They're winning that one in the NFC offense. Steelers right now, I don't think we've won. I want to say Roethlisberger got one of these weeks. I think it's coming up here soon. But Dalton got to there the second week too. Roethlisberger, there you see, week 3. There it says numbers right there, what he's done. And a great week there he had. And then he wins it again in week 4. So that's 2 weeks now in a row that a Steeler player has won. Now 3 weeks on the road now. It's weeks 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 4 belong to Ben Roethlisberger. 5 belongs to Bryant there, who had a great week. Which actually that was his first week coming back. He had a great game there, and that was right after the Chiefs game. And then Roethlisberger just got it last week there. That big, great fantasy numbers there, but it's just a rough way of getting a win. Jeez, really rough. And like Mike Timlin said in the meeting this week, that cannot happen again. Cannot happen again. If that happens, then we're going to see some changes. He's giving that team another opportunity here to turn things around. So even though they are 7-0. There's some things that they still need to work on because there's going to be a point where they can't. There's no coming back. There's going to be a game where we're going to get our, to say it in a nice way than he said it, we're going to get our butts handed to us, and we're going to have nobody to blame but ourselves. So, but take a look here at the stats for overall from around the league. You guys can pause the video, check those out, see who's did what so far for this season. And then, of course, Daniel Williams right there, 354 yards. We've abandoned the running game here, I know, a couple of times now. And I'm hoping that next week we will be able to get back to it. It just sucks that we just don't have Bell. Bell was really doing a great job there coming back, a week earlier than expected from his suspension. And then he turned around and gets hurt in week 5. So, yeah, it sucks. But there you see some of the numbers there, fumbles-wise and stuff. But, yeah, just really sucks having all these players injured right now. There you see Green, 1,833 yards. The only player right now with 1,000 yards receiving after, of course, he literally had a 200-yard game there in that game against the Patriots there. Really just locked down. A player that you can go to more or less when we need him, which is always nice to have a player like that. So nice job from the big guy there from last week. Just unfortunately, we just couldn't get him in the end zone. There's a couple of plays that we tried to get him in there, but it just didn't work out. And but he got us. He got us down the field, which is really important. We thank him for that, but it would have been really nice, I think, if we can get him the ball at least once in the end zone with all that yardage there he had. Take a look at the blocking there around the league. But, for the most part, these first 7 weeks have been some rough ones. And honestly, it does not get any better. We got more divisional games coming up. I think so far we've only played, one divisional game? And I think that was against the Bengals. So we still have the Bengals. They still got to come to Pittsburgh. We still got the Browns. And then, of course, now we're playing the Ravens here next week at home. And then I think we're either playing them at home or going to Baltimore. I can't really remember. But then, then after that, we got divisional games are becoming really, really important here coming up. So, playing against our divisional rivals here, it's gonna be, something. And I think we have a couple more. I think we have a couple more games against some AFC West teams. I think we got Chargers. I think we still have the Chargers and the I want to say Chargers, Raiders, and I think even Broncos. I think we still have left on with the AFC West, and then I think we got Cowboys coming up, or no, Colts coming up. That's a Thanksgiving game, which actually just happened today in real life. So yeah, we got quite a big game. We got some teams here that got some pretty good records, and then we got some that are just on the fence there. And those are the teams you gotta kind of scratch your head at, like, okay, how do we approach them? They may play that. They may play one way one week, and then the next week they'll play a different way. So those 500 teams are not necessarily bad teams. Those are just teams that you just can't really get a lock and fix on just yet. But we'll see how that goes here as we move along within the season, because we just gotta take it one game at a time. And like Mike said during the press conference, if things do not turn out the way we want them to go, then there might be some different personnel coming about here with when it comes to the team. So there could be definitely some big changes coming up here when it comes to the offensive line. It could be some changes, especially with the defensive line, especially with the secondary. The way the secondary's been playing here, there could be a lot of guys being demoted and giving a lot of other young guys a chance to play when it comes to, or might be splitting snaps with some younger guys there. So he told them, hey, you either shape up or you're going to be not necessarily shipped out, but demoted, and maybe only playing some of the game. So, which is fair. I mean, honestly, I think it was a fair assessment because he's not saying that he wants to continue being undefeated, but the way they've been winning the games have just been too many drag out 12-round fights. You can only have so much stamina for so long before you just completely can't do anything anymore. Especially guys like Green and Roethlisberger and Bryant, who've been really stepping up, going above and beyond out of their way, trying to get deep passes and stuff like that, and keep the team afloat on offense, and keep the offense going. And whenever the defense screws up and gives up a big play, offense has to go back out there and try to do the same thing, try to keep up in the ball game. I will say too, and not to throw him underneath the bus, but Boswell, what the hell was going on last week? You missed 3 extra points there. That is unacceptable. And I talked to Mike about that, and he just kind of gave me this look like he had no comment. And him and the special teams coaches are going to be talking this week to Boswell about what happened last week, and to make sure that does not happen again. Cannot have that happen, because if so, then they'll just go for 2-point conversion. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes in that meeting. But yeah, Mike did not have too much to say about that when we were talking to him this past week in our meetings in our press conference there and at Heinz Field. So take a look there at Week 9. We're 7-0. We're going to. I had a feeling we were going to Baltimore. So the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens in town. We'll see how they'll do against them next week. Hopefully, we can show up and play some really solid defense there, and bring a win, a healthy win, to the club here, and continue on as 8-0. But yeah, you never know. This could be the week where a flood could happen. I don't want to jinx them, but it could. So we'll see if we can stay afloat and keep at it here against the Ravens. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet and follow for more here on Madden 17 with the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr for the latest news and information about what's going on with this series and all the other series here on the channel, and also what's going on here on the channel when it comes to videos and news-wise. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions or any ideas or anything you can think of to help, some ideas that make this defense better, let me know down below in the comments section, and I may take your comment or your idea or whatever as a suggestion. I may take that up to to heart. So we'll find out. We'll see what's going on in Week 9 as we take on the Baltimore Ravens here on the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise, Episode 9 in Week 9. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.